Lord, child, we done did enough of it. We gonna come in here. We gonna chit chat for a little bit, and we gonna keep it moving, y'all. How's everybody doing this evening? Praise the Lord and saints and ain'ts. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Oh, I hope y'all are doing good tonight, child. We got an old conversation for y'all this evening. I know I wasn't here last night. Let me apologize first and foremost. I had fell asleep and the body was tired because I've been working in the tiny house and all that kind of good stuff. So I apologize for not being here last night, y'all. But we're gonna make up for it tomorrow. We're gonna have a night of shade tomorrow, slash maybe a form of cool down, but I'm not for sure how I'm gonna take and do it yet. But child, I know it's a Monday night, and I ain't normally on here on a Monday night. It's something completely different. We're doing something different, but with evolution comes change. So change is always good. With that being said, y'all, welcome to the night of real talk because we're finna get right on into this. Yes, y'all, we are here. We are doing it. We are doing it. Yes, we are. So tonight hashtag is real talk. Tonight's hashtag tonight is real talk. So for everyone that's going to be in on it with us tonight, we're going to be doing hashtag real talk. Let's get those numbers up. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to. I hope y'all are going to enjoy this because it's going to be something different. I'm not going to hold y'all long. I'm going to be like they how they do at church. We're not going to hold you long. We just going to do be like just give you a little dab and this going to do. So tonight, for this very controversial conversation that we're going to be having tonight. I do have a couple of my good girlfriends that done came through. They said, "Hey, we're gonna chit chat. We're gonna talk about this or whatever like that." And welcome to my show. Her very first time coming through. I'm going growing to love her, and I respect her hustle. I respect her grind. I respect her as a human being. I respect her because that's my girl. So y'all, please help me welcome to the to the stage, one and only Golden. Hey, Miss Golden.
Hey.
Yes. And coming all the way from Lily Speaks, the one and only, my daughter, the one and only Lily's in the house with us this evening. Hey.
Hello, darlings. Hello, Divines. How are you doing?
Yes, yes, yes. So
Yes.
we're gonna hop right on into this. I ain't gonna hold us long tonight. We're gonna hop right on into this. The topic of conversation this evening is because I want to say it right because I put it out there, so I want to say it the right way that I said it. Is marriage a form of possession? Is marriage a form of
Mm,
possession?
mm,
Let's get into it. So, my thoughts on doing this is I was sitting at work and me and Golden had a conversation we were talking about, and I know this is gonna trigger when I say it to her. We was talking about different things, and when people um you get married, and some people get divorced, some people pass away. So, with marriage, even when people taking and passing away, there's entities or things that you've accumulated throughout the course of the marriage. So those possessions are either equally separated or divided. That comes with the banking account, that comes with cars and stuff that accumulated during the wedding excuse me, during the marriage, and sometimes that includes the person's freedom. So I was looking at it from different aspect of it, and when I say a person's freedom, some women go into it, and men, the dominant one or the one that makes the most money most of the time, in a sense, rules the household. They say, hey, you can do this, you can't do this. Um, Prime example, when Portia first came on to Real Housewives of Atlanta, she had to ask for permission to go to the different girls' trips and different things like that or whatever. So, long story
Mm.
short, the way the topic came up is when you go and you buy a car, when you go and buy um, animals, you have to register those cars, you have to register the different things. So, when you go before the judge,
Mm.
and you have to apply for those marriage certificates. And Golden, you correct me if I'm wrong, but when you apply for those marriage certificates, not only do you have to apply for them, you have to pay for 'em,
Hmm.
so it becomes a legal documentation. So welcome in, y'all. Miss Nivea done came in. Hey, Nivea.
Hi,
So
everybody.
Hi,
Um,
Nivea.
we're just not getting into it, Nivea. I'm just explaining my synopsis of it, and then I'm gonna open it up so everybody can talk. Nivea, golden Nivea. I don't want to be
Hey,
rude.
hi, Golden.
How are you?
Um, so my synopsis with the whole thing is if you're taking and paying basically for a person, because you have to pay to get married and you have to pay to get divorced, you have to pay if there's infidelities into it, you have to pay for children. Is marriage a form, or let me put it like a form or a modern day version of possession? Floor is open.
Mm.
Whoever wants to get started. Let's start with Golden because Golden has been married
Yeah,
and
twice.
is currently
Mm.
married. So let's hear your aspect of it, and then Nivea will be another one that's in the marriage circle right now. Us two single people, we can only do it from our aspect of it. But let's hear from marriage and from someone that has been divorced also. So Golden, you got the floor.
It is a form of bondage, but it's a bondage that you actually look forward to. It's a union. It's a bonding of two souls. It's a bonding of two incomes. It's a bonding of two lives. So, in when it originated, that's what it was there for. You're supposed to have a fine line of what possessions come with you. And if you happen to get divorced, it's supposed to be a fine line of what um, you take back with you. And so initially, I ran down the aisle both times. So I had no shoes on, barefoot. Let's get it. This my one. This my rib. This my everything. And my grandmother always said, when in the beginning you wish you could eat them with a spoon, and now you wish you would have ate them. So
Wow,
yes, yes. So no,
Grandma was straight to the point, wasn't she?
yes, yes. But it in the beginning, in its infancy, it's a bonding of two people, and you don't mind being with that person because you think that's your person. So you're eager for the situation. It's only a bad thing with being someone's person when it doesn't go right. If it does go right, you don't mind. Shoot, I'm looking for my third one now. Shoot, if anybody, signing up, I'm out there. Yeah, I would like to be possessed, not by demons though, but my last two, holy water, Jesus be offense.
Wow.
Um no, but
So let me ask you this: when you were going down, and like, can you explain to us a little bit of the backstory as far as like, you know, for those of us that are looking for, because I feel like that I'm gonna find that one and I'm gonna get married too. Like outside of the care counseling, I know now that they require you to do, well, at least in Florida, they require you to do some form of counseling. Like what are some of the other things that you have to go through it before you can get married, like like some of the legal stuff. You don't have to go all the way through it, but just some of the legal stuff. Hey,
I
Lyric, how you doing?
I was married in two states. So for New York, it was it wasn't as cumbersome as Florida. You have to present if this is a first marriage, it's going to be quick and simple. Birth certificate, driver's license, a pay stub. Um, and the license is like $43. It's really not it's a lunch date. It's cute. Everybody's happy to see you there. It's the matrimonial department. Everything is beautiful. You walk by other couples that have already purchased their license and they're in the process of getting married. It's a very beautiful, happy place. So
So let me ask you this: do the license expire? Do you have to renew
I
them?
wish it did. I wish it did. No. No, that's the only thing that definitely needs an expiration date. Jesus, no, be offense. Help me, Lord. I wish it did.
And you said like, so what if they didn't meet the requirement on the paycheck stuff? What did you have to do then? What was the paycheck check stuff was
You
for?
you put bum on
I'd
you
be
put
doggone.
you put unemployed. They have to determine if because your job status goes on your license. So
What?
yes, they put your job title on your license. So if you're marrying a bum, if he puts unemployed, do not do it. No. If you there and you have to put unemployed on his license, that's not for you. That's not
How,
for you.
so hold up. So when you sitting up there and you in front of the court and you doing the clerk and you doing this number right here and they say occupation
Mhm.
unemployed
Mhm.
and she sit there and she looked like this and then she look over them glasses like that at you
Oh,
and then she
she make you say it twice too.
unemployed
Mhm. Mhm.
unemployed.
Mhm. Well,
W- Can you be denied because you're unemployed?
no, it's just embarrassing.
What does occupation have to do with anything, though? I'm
I'm
sorry.
trying to
I'm
figure it out
sorry.
too. I'm
I'm
stuck on
that
it too.
that's
I'm trying to
that
figure it out
that's
too.
They put your occupation on your marriage license.
what does that have to do with anything?
I guess your ability to support one another. I guess if you can't say that I knew he was. I didn't
I
I
know
feel
didn't
he
know
like
was
he
they
a
being
wasn't
bum.
shit.
nosy. They being nosy. I would say none of your damn business.
So okay, so what if you choose not to disclose it?
Uh, I don't know that. I think if you don't have like a title or you choose
Cause
not
like
to disclose.
for you, for instance, and even for Lily, y'all are business owners. So what if y'all put CEO or do not disclose or whatever like that? Because you don't want to put that out there,
What
like
what
that.
does Secret Service do when they get married?
I guess
I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up.
Mm-mm, no, you come on mute. You go ahead and talk. I told you this is stuff that people need to know.
That perplexes me. Like, why is your occupation going on your marriage license? That's already a fight in itself.
So,
If
question: in the other state that you got married in, was that a requirement too?
no.
So, only in New York, they have to they require you to have a paycheck stub and or you just a bum. So, what if you work at McDonald's?
Then you would put, I guess, sales. I don't know. Like you would put cashier. I mean that
What
would
if you
be.
a stripper?
Did you put entertainer? I
this is upsetting me. Why is it they business? What if you are out here drug dealer, whatever?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Pharmacist,
what? Okay, what if you a street pharmacist?
Then
a
you just put
pharmacist.
pharmacist and leave the street. I don't.
If you want the lower levels on there, what you call them, farm techs or whatever. I don't.
Yeah, what if you're a phone sex operator? What do entertainment again?
Entertainment.
I guess you would put it under entertainment.
That could be mental health professional too, if you think about it. If you want to be really creative.
The- um, yeah, yeah.
Oh
My God,
Lord.
today. Oh,
Okay.
so moving past the paycheck stuff, because that really has got me baffled. I really need to see in the state of Florida, is it required that are you required to go ahead?
Well, see, because you had said they require counseling, which I can actually get behind that.
But maybe that's not mandatory in all states though.
Right.
I know in the state of Florida, counseling, but It's depending on if you're doing okay. So in the state of Florida, if you're going to pick up the paperwork and your minister is ordained to do it, which your church family or whatever like that, they're required to do so many hours as a couple for couple counseling before they enter into it. But maybe again, and maybe it was just my understanding because I ain't never been married, so I can't say it. But Golden
Hmm.
Nivea, what was the other state you was married in?
New York and Florida. New York did not require the
Okay, y'all hear me?
counseling.
Huh?
I was
What you
seeing
said?
if y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. In
Okay.
California, do you
So
require the paycheck stub too?
no, in California, all you need to show is your ID and maybe your birth certificate if you look young and you go down there to the court. If you're going down to the courthouse, you sign your paper, you have your witness, boom, bam, done. You know what I mean? Um, as for me, because I can't be with y'all too long, but what I would say, if I had to do it over again, I love my husband to death, but all I would do is have a wedding ceremony, but I would not go get a license or anything else because in the state of California, when I wanted to get my tubes tied, because I was 21, but because I was married, they were like, you have to get your husband's permission. That's in the law. And I was like, he gonna sign it whether he wants or not, but whatever. And then not only that, like we're a community property state. So if I were to go into a partnership with someone and then I want to dissolve the partnership because I'm married and it's community property state, I have to get my husband's permission. So that's why I say I would still have a ceremony, we would still live like husband and wife, but I would not get the license. You understand what I'm saying?
So in the state of Florida, in a sense, it is written like a form of possession.
Yeah, in California, yeah, we're a community property state. So say if I wanted to go buy another house, like unless my husband fills out a piece of paper saying that he doesn't want any interest in the house, like it's the whole big thing. Like I understand it, like well, y'all married, y'all should be doing everything together. Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, I move independently. So if I feel like I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and I don't need no rigmarole going to him like he my daddy or something. You get what I'm saying? So
So you just can't go and do it on your own. You have to get your husband's permission. Is basically what you're saying. So
with
my
certain business things, with certain real estate things, because if we were ever to divorce, technically he, regardless to if I pay for it all by
owns half of
myself,
it.
anything that happens after we got married, he is entitled to 50% of it.
So would that be the same for same sex couples?
I'm pretty in California, yeah.
Wow. See, you learn something different every day.
But that's why I had a prenup with mine. Um, I had for every real estate purchase, I have to bring my prenuptial agreement.
Yeah.
Okay. So what now?
If I want to buy real estate, like when I bought my house, I had to bring my prenuptial agreement that says that I'm my own entity. So that, but the state of Florida still made me put him on my house, and then he had to remove himself from my house.
Why would they put you through those kind of hoops?
Because in Florida, it's all marital property. Even when you file for divorce, you're not allowed to date until you're officially divorced. So if you think that you
The
went to the
devil is a lie.
if you think you went to the courthouse and filed and got your legal separation, if he finds another man in your home and things pursue the person, let's just say me, I'm in the wrong for having him there because I'm not divorced. It's the same in Georgia. You can't do anything until you have the final divorce decree. So you still have to operate as if you're married. And yes, divorces can take years if they're contested.
Lily, you see, it look like you got something that you need to say.
Jesus.
I just have a whole issue with this whole legal system. I wish I would go tell a man, can I? May I? Would you? Excuse me? Oh no, I can't do
So
it.
in the
I can't
state
do
of
it.
Florida,
I can't do it.
you have to
Mm-mm.
first put him on. but charging you double money in order to add him on and then take him off of it,
That's what I'm confused
but they don't
about.
care.
It's not double money when you buy the house, when you have a home, or when you're purchasing a home in Florida. They expect you to do this paperwork with your spouse. It's more money to take him off. It's more money to safeguard yourself. So, like the young lady said before, um, I, I'm with doing the ceremony, the bonding, but the legality, leave that out of love. There's no legal in love. They should be two separate entities. It cost
Yes.
me $43 to get into my first marriage. It cost me almost 9,000 to get out of it.
Oh!
Wow. So let me ask you this then. So with that being said though, do you feel like the bonding that's between the two is that's what's holding them that holds the marriage together versus a piece of paper?
The piece of paper is an argument. Honestly, the piece of paper breaks up more marriages and unions than just saying that we're together. People mind their themselves when the other party can leave voluntarily. That piece of paper that holds you here. It's funny how everybody after they get married, I was married. That's the line. I done said it twice. Um, so I'm throwing myself under the bus as well. But also, when your husband or significant other acts up, that's the first thing you say when they hit the door. Like, before, you could leave voluntarily, and I would hit the baby, please don't go, stay,
Right.
come
Right.
back. Oh, you a married man. Where you think you going? That's it,
Wow.
and it runs both ways. It's like, oh, you a married woman. Where do you think you're going? Because you're contractually obligated to this person, and I'm legally responsible for him, and he's legally responsible for me.
Hmm. See,
So
I don't
Wow.
like
I
that.
didn't you know what? I
I
didn't
don't like
even
that.
doing this topic tonight. I wasn't even thinking of it like that. See, that's why I love talking and getting someone else's opinion because you never know what a person has went through or dealt with.
Yeah.
And from being a single person, that's not what I'm saying. Being a single person, I can't sit up here. I can put it out there and ask the questions, but I can't be like, okay, this it, because I've never been through it like you have. So you said $43 to get into it, but over nine
Over
thousand to
nine
get
thousand to
out.
get out.
That is a huge, huge.
I watched
That
too
was
much
with the
48 hours.
filing, the what like with the filing of the paperwork, with the going before the judge, the lawyers, and all that kind of stuff.
I
usually,
clear that sounds like that is slavery.
if you go to your if you attend some type of religious organization,
Hmm.
most of the time they'll do your service for free. You can get married in their office, and they'll sign your document that costs you $43. You wear your American Eagle dress, and you get married. You know
Did
what
you
I'm
say your
saying?
American Eagle
She
dress?
said American Eagle dress. Girl,
That's
Look,
I ain't seen American Eagle in like years.
that was a
I
that
ordered
was
mine
Bible
off
Yeah.
of
study. Don't try
Alabama.
me.
I
Okay.
ordered mine off of Alabama. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't even know if that still exists, but no, but
Oh,
that's it. To me,
that's a lot.
it I don't even know how to say it. It really, I was in a 10-year relationship before I got married. Once I got married, it was like I was literally gnawing my leg off to get out.
Wow.
I walked
So,
down the aisle knowing this was not something that I should do, but I had already obligated myself. I'm in this dress, I got all these people, and my soul was like, turn around, grab all of yourself, and run.
So do you?
hmm,
Wow. So do you feel like with that though? How do I want to say this? Do you feel like the piece of paper is what messed it up for your situation, or do you feel like it was the wedding itself? Because sometimes I feel like if you're taking and trying to put on, not necessarily in your case, but some people take and put on this big grand show and everything is not as what it's supposed to be. Instead of doing something small and intimate, maybe you, the pastor, and or whoever your spiritual counselor is, you, the spiritual counselor, and your significant other, and do something simple like that, and maybe all of the extra pressure is not on you.
The wedding is the trap.
Oh, say that one more
So
time for the
wait,
ones in the
hold on,
back.
hold on. So
The
the
wedding is the what?
license, the
The
license
wedding
is
is
a
the trap.
setup. The wedding
Hmm.
is a trap.
If you think about it, look at the pageantry and getting engaged. There's flowers, there's fireworks,
Yeah, I've never been
there's
into that.
there's jewelry, there's professing of love.
I
Even
want all that.
you
I
know,
can't.
there,
I'll say this. I've never been one of those people who want the big wedding and the flower. I
I
don't
do
want all
because I
that.
want to rub it in every whole mouth
And
that's
now
ever said I couldn't
I
get
don't want the
married.
license, honey. Baby, we gonna listen. I'm gonna go get one of them Jesus
My
candles.
look, mine is gonna be a whole production.
I'm gonna get a Jesus candle. We might. I'll build an altar. We can have our ancestors around.
It's gonna be a
Okay,
whole drag scenario with me.
we
I'm
know,
doing a whole drag show. I'm gonna
baby. It's
have
gonna be
three
a
outfit
drag show
change
in
in
the
the middle of
wedding.
it.
She's gonna perform before she gets married. And
Period.
yes.
Do all nasty death drop and everything, baby. I'm gonna.
But but see, this is what I think. You know what? I'm glad you did this topic because I think this is at really the heart for me of why I don't want to get married. Because I feel like I believe marriage without all that legal stuff can be a beautiful thing because it's the two people deciding how you want to love each other and how that love carries out over time. Realize, and then I like it too because it could be down the line that, like, you know what, we had a good run, but now we got to split. So I got to go through all that mess, the money. Like, hey,
Well, let me ask you this then. Okay, so in the state of Florida, up until 10 years ago, they honored common law marriage. Do you know of any other states that actually still honor common law marriage?
I thought most states did that still.
Mm-mm,
um,
Florida
Well, I
dissolved
think
that.
it depends, but I feel like most of the southern states do.
Florida dissolved that, baby.
Oh, they did.
What's up, I am
Oh,
Eugene? What's up, Aubrey? Official lyric is in the building. I
because
sent you the link
okay.
to.
So I have can we define common law marriage because that I
In
feel
the
like
state
that
of Florida,
depending
if
on the
you were
state.
together or living in the same house with a person for 7 years,
Mhm.
after the seventh year, the eighth year, you become common law married.
Mm. That's
I
whether
don't
you
know
want to
how
or
that
not.
is in any other state, but that's how it is in Florida.
So what comes with the common law marriage? Like if you decide to split up, does it automatically go into like the same legality as if you got the license, or
I don't know.
because
I ain't that
that would
damn
be
old. I don't
interesting,
know. I ain't never been married. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't never been married.
baby.
I don't have any.
I'm having
I
a
did the
ceremony if
traditional
I
way.
ever do. It's gonna be a short, quick ceremony.
There's nothing wrong with the ceremony. There's nothing wrong with the commitment. Again, it's with everything. When you get legal mixed in with anything, schools,
Right.
weddings, hair shops, when you get the state coming in telling you what you can and can't do, your hair don't lay like it used to when they could mix it up in the bowl and didn't have to measure it.
Right. Because I
But
don't like people telling me what I can and can't do. I just don't.
but that, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And truthfully, I'm still and i'm a I'm a romantic. I still want love and happiness, but will I ever go down to the matrimonial department? No. I'm gonna jump a broom. That's what
So
I'm gonna
then
do.
let me ask you this then, since you have brought it up. When you sat down and you did, um, when you sat down and you did the prenuptial,
Ooh.
because a lot of people don't talk about the prenuptial. When you sat down and
Mhm.
you did the prenup,
Mm.
so what were the ramifications that you specifically, okay, boom, 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 this has to be in there, and because I know this is primarily done with your second marriage, but what was the difference? Was it the different mindset that you've already been there, done that, and this is what I'm not going to stand for, or was it a lesson learned all the way around, or like how did you come to that is what I'm trying to say, because a lot of, let's just be real, a lot of black couples don't think about it like that, like what's going to cover my bases if something was to happen.
Well, the only thing that I was really thinking of, I'm a mother. So before all of the, the love and the glitter and the fireworks, I had to make sure that certain things were protected. My son's inheritance, that's not negotiable. So I didn't even want that to be ever thought of. He shouldn't have to go to court just because I fell in love, you know. So there were things that were left to him, and that I just wanted no argument about.
Baby, she blew my mind to the point where I had to come on and get her.
Lyric.
Well, hello,
Mhm.
stranger.
Hello,
Miss
beautiful
Baby.
people.
How's
I'm
my knee, baby?
huh? I'm doing
How's my knee,
good.
baby? Has my knee,
I
baby, mind been blown up? Golden, it's
baby,
like talking to you because Golden got that
what's up,
knowledge, baby.
Golden? I've been
Right.
listening to the Queen speak, and she's brought shined a lot of light on some things. I'm tripping on this occupation. Why you gotta know if I strip or not? That ain't none of your business.
For real.
And if you ain't gonna deny me because this nigga broke, excuse my language. If you ain't gonna deny me because he broke, why you need to know?
That because I don't know. That don't it makes me upset. I
It
want to
don't
talk to
sit
a
well
manager
with
about
me,
that.
Golden. I don't know why you need my pay stubs.
I want to
Oh,
talk to a
I
manager. I want to
I
talk to
think
a
it's
manager.
deterrent.
That
I
is
think it's deterrent.
crazy. It is, yeah.
I think it's deterrent. When you sit down, they hit you with a lot. The counseling, I failed
Hmm.
counseling the first time.
Yep.
Hold
When
up. So you get graded for counseling?
They do.
ooh,
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that I do
okay,
Wait,
know.
my
huh? When you say graded, like an actual grade, like A, B, C?
They tell you
they
if you can get married or not, basically.
yes, they sit there and they can judge your
Hmm.
relationship. Certain in New York, you can get married in the church, and we had church counseling.
Yeah.
My pastor told us after our first session, she said, "No, go home. You got homework. You gonna have to do this, fill out this form, bring it back, and we gonna
Four.
talk about it. We not gonna set a wedding date right now,
So
cause
what if they don't want to see you together
oh, we had
and they're
that.
just doing it just because?
Honestly,
I think they
I
want access to your money.
I'm just gonna tell
That's
you
usually
the
what it is.
counseling's
Yeah.
free. The counseling is free at the church.
But
I
all
don't,
this, what I mean is like when you get in, I feel like that's all it's about. Legalities is just listening to what you were saying is as far as I gotta put you on the house, take you off. I gotta do all this. It's like they're trying to monitor your income as far as that's what the marriage portion is. Like you want to pay attention to what we got going on, how much money we got in the house. Other than that, what's the point of it?
wait till you have to fill out taxes,
That's
please.
it.
Somebody was just saying that in
It's yeah,
in the
yeah. Because I was looking at that
in the
now.
This is
comments.
crazy, Golden. You
Now
got my
Eugene
mind
said something
blown.
about filing married versus filing separately.
So what?
That
Yeah,
is
I am
And I was
Eugene was
trying to
crazy.
talking
understand
about.
that because it said something. I don't know. He said
Hold on, let
if
me
you
put it up
file
on the screen.
separately, that disconnects you from your spouse's debt and student loans or something like that.
Wow,
Am I
That's
separating
reading that
correct.
disconnects you
right?
from. Wow.
That's correct.
So wait,
Um,
if I was to get with a man and I filed taxes with him because I've decided to file my taxes with him to get less taxes, that also means that his debt becomes mine.
Also, you telling me
also,
because you didn't pay your student loans, they mine now?
Hey mine now.
worse,
I'm
worse.
not paying mine. I'm not going to pay yours.
No, you'll pay child support. If he owes back child support,
That
they'll take your.
now,
If you're entitled to a
oh
refund,
Lord
they will take
Jesus.
You
your.
right though. You right.
And this is the kicker, and they will give your money to his baby mother.
Oh Lord.
Golden said, "Fuck that. I'm getting this
When you
prenup."
feel like you're in a hypothetical situation, but you not, but you just get angry because of the hypothetical.
Hell yeah.
Golden said, look. Golden said, now I love you, but this paper say
I
if
don't
your
love
world
you.
fuck
I
up.
don't. I don't love you. I'm not ashamed to say I don't
But
love you. Get out.
go
Leave
now,
my
now,
life.
Golden, I do have a question because this is something that pops up in my head all the time when people say prenup. How did your husband or your partner feel when you brought that up?
Bad.
That's a good question too, because I wanted to ask that, but I didn't want to be that rude. But since you my child, I knew you was somebody was gonna be rude for me because I was always the
Yes.
rude one. So
Because
thank you
that's
for
a deep
asking that
question.
question.
That's a
Where
deep
is I
question.
see I
Like,
need to
what was
this.
now, I know you can't
How
tell
did
me
you
all
have
the
a
business, but how
conversation?
did it go?
Right? How
Bad.
did you
It
have a
went bad.
conversation?
It went really, really. He was a black man. I'm a black woman. It went
Man,
bad.
yeah, right,
How
right.
did you bring
It
it
went
up
bad.
though?
You know, he bought. I mean, not
I
to
can see
be
that
funny,
now.
he bought
But how did
Jesus
you bring it
into it.
up?
I brought it up, and I
Uh-huh.
set everything up, and I said
Yeah.
I'd pay for the drafting and all this other. He was like, the Lord brought you to me. Do you
Mm-mm.
think I'd ever betray you? And I'm like, you gonna put this on Jesus? I'm like,
But
you
Golden,
can't. You can't. I'm in the bed feeling bad. I'm like, Lord, you done bought me this beautiful man. Now I'm doing this. I'm gonna mess my marriage up. I was like, the devil is a lie. We gonna sign this
Come on
paper.
now. Yeah,
you ain't
tell him,
tell me nothing
Golden.
like that.
Tell
You
him
say,
even
oh,
Peter denied him. Hey, look.
this is why you need to have your own personal relationship with Jesus
Yeah,
yourself.
Peter denied
Because
him. So you
sometimes
know.
you need to go off in the other room and like, hold on, let me
Mhm.
talk to you right quick.
But I'm gonna let you know today that is my favorite piece of paper because I'm going through
Yes,
the
for
divorce right
real.
now, and he is
Yeah.
trying to fight it, and it's just whooping him all in the
You
face.
Man
know,
I'm like,
man,
ah,
kicking
look
his
at him,
ass.
you still
look at him. Won't he do it?
So,
Won't he do it? Amen.
will he won't? Yes.
so okay. So my question though is that when you're sitting down and you done the first draft of the whole situation, and then you turn around and say, okay, so here it is, since you don't want to be a part of it, but here it is. And then does he have the right then to go through and say, well, I don't agree with this and I don't agree with this?
Ooh, ooh,
Was
Lord,
Oh
it
it's a
like
man.
back and
whole.
forth? How many drafts did it take for y'all
Oh,
to
I
Right,
know.
mama,
finalize
right,
the
You
right.
last
got to
one?
wear. You
So
got to wear your
we
nice
getting the
suit,
tea.
and he sit on the other side. He grabbed a red pen, a red one, took it in his mouth, went
He
and I'm
put the
like,
cap off. He took the
with
cap
the
off.
cap, he still got the cap in his
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, well, what's on the paper? What? Yes, put the cap in your mouth and pull it.
That's how you know it's real. Look, he ain't had time to put the cap down. Look.
You was there. You was there. You know.
I am not dealing with y'all. That's why I can't have folks on the show. I am not dealing with y'all tonight.
Listen, I was gonna try to be cordial, but now my blood pressure's up.
Man,
I feel my sodium levels rising. I didn't even ate anything
man.
yet. I'm drinking this Kool-Aid, so
No.
I got the
I'm
sugar
gonna tell
already.
you. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull a Yandy Smith.
What did he do? Wait, Lyric, what she do?
Well,
Yandy said, "I will give you a ceremony,
mm,
and I will give you an after party, whatever you want to call it. But the
mm,
legality of it, baby, we're not doing
I
that."
don't want the legality. I don't.
I
Keep
agree
me
with
away
her,
from it.
100%.
Keep me
I
away
agree.
from it.
if you want the full experience, you can apply for the license. You can
Yeah,
have the ceremony, and if you really want to be like bonded, truthfully,
yeah.
the pastor can sign your license. And you
Hmm.
want to know what you do? Frame it. Don't you
That's it.
send that
I
to the town?
agree. I agree. I agree.
Because that's the marriage right there. When you have the witnesses, it's
Yeah,
signed off on, your form is completed, your union is done.
yeah,
Put it
yeah.
in a frame. Don't send it
Period.
downtown.
Period. And Golden, you know what I've noticed? I've seen
But
some
why do you have
happy
to send it
ass
downtown?
relationships. I've seen
That's
some
where the
happy
building
ass
is, girl.
relationships. And the moment they send that certificate in, it seems like all hell breaks loose.
Because the devil know. The
But
devil got
Come
why?
on
papers
now.
too.
But why? And my question though is why do you?
Sitting downtown.
Why is it
That's
important for us to feel
crazy.
like that we have to? I'm trying to figure out how to
Have
say
that
this.
piece of paper.
What is the purpose of the government knowing,
That's
other than
crazy.
for monetary stuff? Why is it
Mhm.
important for them to know when you got married, how you got married, who you got married to? Like the stuff when you was it. It to me it's uncouth. Okay, so the government has to know who you're married to. They have to have the birth certificates, the license,
It's crazy.
the ID, and a check stub. Like to me, if that is not invasive, that's
It's very
so
invasive.
invasive.
First off, y'all the government. Why I gotta bring that to you anyway?
You know.
They want that money.
You know already.
You know I owe back taxes. You ain't getting it back.
Golden boy, you didn't have my mind. My
Well,
mind is
with
blown.
Wow.
also with my first marriage, I was on Section 8.
Got you.
So we were young, dumb. We shouldn't have did it, but we did. So I'm
Young,
on
dumb, and
Section
full of
8,
cum.
and he pulled after we got married. He pulled he's not putting his name on the paperwork, so I couldn't change my last name.
Mm.
So
Wow.
because
Hold
they
up.
give you
So
they
That's
give you
another good point.
you said you couldn't change your last name.
No, no, there's a lot of women that are on programs that get married. They marry felons. You're not allowed to marry a felon because that makes you a felon.
What?
Wait, how?
Hold on. Wait a
Because
What?
minute.
Hold
they
Wait a
on,
use
wait,
minute.
Golden. Can you go into that? I'm
So
confused.
for
they
all
they
y'all hood girls that love these men out here,
Because
that
this
And
is
I
for
talk
do.
about,
me.
You know, I love me a
Hold on,
thug.
this is for me.
In the name of my
Raise your
mama,
hand.
in the
Because
way
I
that my
need this
mama
woman
said,
right now.
in the way my
Excuse me?
mama said, I love me a thud, not a thug, a thud.
I need
no,
a hood
you're not
boy.
allowed to have guns in your house with a
Right.
felon. So if you marry a
Too
felon,
much.
you forfeit your license. You
It's
can't
too
have a
much.
gun in your
What?
home because he's your husband. If he's your boyfriend, you can have your gun in your home because he's not your husband. But as
Oh,
soon as he becomes your husband and he's a felon and not allowed to have guns, guess what you're not allowed to have?
no.
You're so
That is
you take on his sins in
crazy.
a sense.
You take on all his stuff. That's crazy.
You
Or
do.
her stuff.
You do.
No.
So
I can
if
Wow.
the
step
roles were
in me at all
reversed,
times.
so if the roles was reversed and she was the felon, so you will be taking on her crap too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
That's
Cheese
very
and
true.
crackers.
It's very true. It's a
This is a
double.
Yeah.
lot.
It's a
This is a
double-sided
lot.
sword.
You know she a scammer. Don't do it.
Oh,
No, she
This is
don't
a
do
lot.
it.
well, no, they can come after your house. If you don't know what she's doing in these streets and she pulls
Ooh.
something and there's restitution and you are married during the crime,
They get the money.
half of your stuff can go up because it's hers.
This
Yep.
sounds so stressful.
I'm stressed out and I'm not married. I feel stressed out. I am
When
stressed
I
out.
tell you, my palms is sweating right now. It's just a lot going on. That is crazy.
I'm stressed
Mhm.
out. This is stressful.
So
So,
Golden.
but
women
wait a
Wow.
minute.
that
I feel like this places so much stress on the marriage before the marriage even gets a
Hell
chance
yeah. I want a
to really
divorce and
take
I ain't even
off.
started yet.
Right.
God.
I don't want to get married. Just like no, no, get out my house. Get out my life. I ain't got time for this.
My God, today.
Look, Leslie said, please send me the link.
Leslie, 'cause- wait a minute. So you married? He could be. Oh Lord,
That
have
is
mercy,
crazy.
Jesus.
Like I am
He
mind
get
blown right now.
so if he got a baby mama or baby mamas,
hmm
there go your check. If
all
he a
day.
felon,
The
you can't
crazy
have a gun.
thing,
It,
look, the
it,
crazy thing about that is that I was talking to one of the girls that come into my job, and she says her husband prior to her has five different baby mamas from
ooh,
five different children from five different baby
Yeah.
mamas. I said, "Well, how did you protect yourself?" And she just
Hmm.
looked at me real stupid. I
Just
left it
like that.
alone.
She gave you the answer and a look.
And she has a business.
she went down there and paid his child support.
Yeah, period. Period. Yep, Golden.
I
Yep.
would
Yep,
never.
and that's when you start throwing fruit at them heifers. You be
Man,
like, "All right,
like this.
Not rice, fruit.
But
You can
Golden,
beg
like
me.
real talk, I commend you because that's a hard conversation to have, especially when you're going into a relationship like saying, "Look, I gotta protect my well being." You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
But how did you have it? Is my question.
because well, I told him
Okay,
you're
let me
not.
paint a picture. Hold on, just one
Right.
second. So was you like sitting in the bedroom and after y'all done just y'all done did a little like something something and he all fine and okay and then that's how you did it or did you feed him? I
No,
mean, how did you
I
do
was
it?
outside. You got to be ready to run
come
after
on,
that
Golden, come on.
conversation. No, I had on tennis shoes. I had my hair in the ponytail.
Look,
Because I
Golden.
was like, this wasn't ain't happening if you ain't signing that. That's
For
this
real,
it. So
for
you
real, for
might
real,
as well go home.
So you
for
was ready
real,
to
for real.
Go
box.
home. And he was
You
about to
was
go to the house. Because I'm not doing this. You retirement was gonna happen. I'm
For
like, I'm
real,
not.
for real.
Look, you don't
Hmm.
sign it. Then he's like, well, what's the terms? It took us 4 days
Wow,
with two lawyers to
wow,
get a 2-page document about our marriage.
wow.
wow.
But it's worth it though, ain't it?
But
Ooh,
then it
oh,
has me thinking, like, if you not gonna sign it, what are your ulterior motives? Because the only people that have, that get mad at your boundaries are the people who
Oh, you
benefited
ain't
from you
saying it.
not
We ain't
having
walking
it.
down the aisle, honey. I ain't got a problem with that.
So I'm
You
just
better
like,
say it.
what is your problem about my prenup?
If it's a problem, you the problem.
Right.
That ain't you the problem. Bye. Have a good day.
What?
Because I expect, baby, the same time coming to you with the prenup, you should go. No, I'm about to say, have you say one too. We on the same page. Here we are in one accord. Praise God.
Your brother had as soon as we got really serious, you would not have it up front. Let me see. Honestly, being in the arts, that's a comma your brother has. You said won't have what up front? I gotta have that talk. That's a must. I gotta have that
Yeah.
talk. And I've always said a prenup is
Well,
in
right
order,
now,
but
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
let them know.
But in
See, my
We ain't getting
honestly,
legally
I don't
married,
want to
buddy.
get. I don't want to get the government in my shit. Just a point blank period. That's what I've
Right.
always felt. And when she said golden, you said the key words. You was like, don't put legal in love. I
Yes.
agree 100%.
But when you get a prenup, end up putting legal in love.
But see, if y'all not married, you ain't
That's
got to
if
worry
you
about that.
win the legal in it. If you're not married, it don't
Right.
count. It don't
But
matter.
even
But
with that, shouldn't you still have some kind of say so? Like even
I still
because
would,
okay,
yes.
the reason why I say this, just one second. The reason why I say this is that if you've never been in the medical field,
Hmm.
you have a thing called a living will.
That too, yeah.
Not only a living will, but then you have the right then to take and put in your living will if you were to have an accident and you want to DRN put on you, which is a do not resuscitate.
Hmm.
Those kind of things like that. I do understand where she came from, and
I
I don't
get what
know
you're saying,
what
Eugene.
stuff that's in there,
I get
but a
exactly
lot
what
of
you're
times
saying.
with prenups and wills, they give ultimately what you see fit to happen because like one of her main things was that she didn't want her son to have to try to fight for his inheritance is his. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So if you're doing something to cover, I still say if you're not going down there to get the piece of paper from wherever you have to go to get it from, and you
Hmm.
just jump in a broom in the back, I still would have a prenup just because I need to make sure whoever that I see beneficiary at that time can have what they need to have. You see what I'm saying?
Question, Golden. So, because that's a good question. So, with the prenup, how does that work with like common law marriage?
it truthfully, it's a contract. There's
Okay.
prenups. You can get a postnup. You can just have a flat out
Just in
contract.
general. Okay, got
Yeah,
you.
you
Got
don't
you.
have to have anything that's related to a marriage. If you and
Perfect.
your significant other are sitting there and you're like, "Hey, I want you to have my last name." You don't
Hmm.
have to get married to have the same last name.
Exactly.
It is a
Exactly.
form at the courthouse. You can change the last names. You can throw the flowers. You can have a
Yeah.
good time.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if they piss you off enough,
Yeah. Yeah.
you grab
Yeah.
your personages
That's what
and
I'm
get ready to
saying.
go.
But
Deuces.
golden, that's what I like. Listen, when it's time to go, I want to be able to go.
I
I
promise
don't need to go
you.
talk to a judge or lawyer. No, I'm leaving.
No. Right.
That's
Bye.
it.
I divorced as of right now. We have filed 57 motions, and I'm
Wow.
still married.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Wow, man.
Oh my god.
But you know what? You never know a person's struggle until you, and maybe this conversation was meant for the next person. But this is really, I'm appreciative that you're so
Seriously.
transparent.
Yes, I learned
Seriously.
so much tonight.
For real. For real.
I literally learned so much tonight.
For real.
Like,
For real.
I'm
oh
not
my
bashing
god.
marriage though. I'm not.
No, I get what you're
No,
saying though. You're putting the knowledge behind it because a
but
lot of
Golden,
people just
you're
look at
not
it as just.
bashing. But one thing I like Larry said, you said
Mm-hmm.
legal does not belong in love.
Oh. Mm-mm.
Nope,
It
it really
doesn't,
does.
and that's truly just how I've always felt. I
Me
just
too.
don't feel comfortable
Yeah, I know I'm finna
going to
play
the
devil's
government.
advocate.
Here she go.
Go ahead. I just don't feel
So
comfortable
if we're
with that.
saying that,
I
then
know what you're
why
about to
is
say.
it that so many people fall in love
Mm-hmm.
based upon
Mhm.
the financial stability that the next person can offer them?
I mean, you can be financially stable and still be with that person and not have to get married to 'em
I'm just
legally.
I'm not even saying that part, but
Mm-hmm.
a person looks as good as their pockets do. That's how some people are taught. If that person's got long
Mm.
money, they could be ugly as the day is long. But because that person can take care of them, they want to wife them, they want a husband,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
And because
You see
people
what I'm
think like
saying?
that, that's where
Okay, yeah,
golden
yeah,
come into
okay,
place with the
okay.
prenup.
It works. It works
Leslie,
Yeah,
both
go
it
to
But
your
works.
ways.
Jasmine,
Instagram channel. I mean not Instagram, but Leslie, go to your to what's jig. It's on Facebook.
Jasmine, that makes me think of people. And I'm not judging, but
Okay.
that makes me people.
It's not judging, but it's being truthful. It's being very
No,
honest
this is the
because
reason I
you
say
can have
that.
some younger people. I'm just gonna, and then I'm gonna let you talk. But you can have some younger people taking a look at a person, say in their 60s or 70s, and they're very much established. They have everything
Mhm.
together.
Mhm.
They may not be able to offer them anything mentally, but because they trading the wife or the husband in for a younger model, they getting a young person in there, they getting them suckered in, and then the biggest question is, well, are you with them for the gold digging side of it, that you getting what you want out of it, or are you getting it to them to that you truly love that person? And then, like Golden was saying, okay, so if we're taking the money part and aspect or these things out of it, that prenup is still going to be sitting there to ensure that it ain't no foul play.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying.
So, well, I forget what I was going to say, but you made me
I'm
think
sorry.
with the historical thing of marriage. I mean, historically speaking, even you look at the legality of marriage, it's always been a possession or a type of property thing. It is about property. So for me, I guess that's why I've always viewed marriage as it goes from just being about two individuals in love
Mhm.
to
A business.
property, business. Which I listen. I love y'all
Then
know I
who
love
owned
being
who?
about business, self entrepreneur.
So who owns who
But
then?
exactly like with Pastor Jasmine Divine, what we're doing compared to a human being, another human being who has blood running through their veins, who has life like you, who has dreams like you. And now you're telling me this whole legal system that's been around for however long that used to treat some of us, like we were three-fourths of a person, to come in and say, "Oh no, this is how the marriage has to be set up. Oh no, this is how this happens. Oh no, this is how this happened." I rebuke in the name of Jesus.
But that's how traditionalists think though. That's
Hmm.
why a lot of traditionalists doesn't do not uphold or view a person that is of the same sex getting married because they feel like their values are being tarnished.
All I want to know is when Peter tells Karen that he got a prenup, he want her ass to sign. How does she react? I just want to
I
know.
don't know. I didn't get our counterpart on here. I
We
ain't know
need a
none of the
counterpart on
ass.
there. How do they react? Because I feel like that's common in they relationship.
Golden, look back at it. Leslie wants to know, do you have Cash App?
I do.
Do you mind putting it into the chat or either moderators they can pick it up?
See, they talking about that number.
Uh, that will require me to remember my name, but no, I don't have a problem with doing that.
Can you let them know what it is so one of the moderators can pick it up for you?
I have no idea what it is, so I'm just gonna withdraw that. No, I don't. I give money.
That was
I
the way,
don't.
I'm not going to look it up, girl.
I don't even know how to look it up. I really don't. That's sad. I've had it for almost 2 years now. I still don't know how to use it other than to press the buttons and press send. Say, did you get it? I know. I'm gonna be savvy one day. My son took all my cool. I pushed it out. It's fine.
Hey man, I love
Well,
Golden,
okay,
man.
so
Child, speaking
that
of her
brings up
son,
another thing. When you bring kids into a marriage,
I
Woo!
was
Don't
finna say
start it.
that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I was just gonna say that. You
No,
see, you
no.
was right into my. You
cause
was thinking.
right, like so
Interference. Don't talk about it.
that's a whole different. Because baby, you got child support now. If you want to get divorced, you got the fees, like the emotional,
Men don't
like it's
tell
just.
you how many kids they have. I married a man that did
Mm,
not have children and he popped up with four.
Oh
Excuse me.
my God,
wow.
today.
My father, I think, when am I? The fourth of seven kids and still counting, or the
Oh,
ones we found
Lord.
at least. Um, so
My
yeah,
God, today.
baby, y'all better do y'all background search with these men,
Man, I'm
honey. 'Cause
telling you.
They don't know. They got to check all their pockets. They don't know. They done left one in
ask
Vegas.
questions, talk to
They,
the family.
They don't know. They don't know. If they
Babe,
would have to look in every trash can, every mouth they was in,
That
every
is
back
so
seat.
crazy.
Yeah, they don't know how many children they have and
they
obligations that
don't,
they
and
have.
it's sad because, truthfully, I'm looking at my father the same way. Like it's like what 8 or 9 of us known, but
Oh, the day after I married my first husband, his baby mama dropped his son off at our house.
Ooh.
Oh, so
hey, you
you
didn't
had
know?
a whole anime bullet situation. What I'm gonna
Hey,
do with two more
hold
kids?
on, Golden, you didn't know.
I was about to say, you see the
Oh,
head.
you
You
a
see
family
the head.
man now?
Golden, you didn't know he had that child.
He
Or
didn't
she
know
just
he had
dropped him
that
off.
job. He didn't know. I'm sitting there looking at
He
him.
What?
He
did.
talking about look
Wait
at
a
me. I'm
minute.
like, what you looking at me for? You know it ain't come out of me. I've been
So
here.
he just was walking around. You get dick. You get dick. You get dick. He just giving out dick. Parents playing the child support
Like I
sponsors.
said, but at that point you're stuck. And
That's yes, Holy Bible.
you you
That's a
stuck. You
lot,
stuck like
man.
Chuck.
I ain't
You are
stuck.
That's a
stuck.
lot.
No,
No.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
baby.
But
Wow.
I am gonna say if
Woo.
you marry the right person,
Come on, Golden.
if you
Speak.
marry the right person, if you look at what it actually does, it gives your counterpart the
Yeah.
freedom to help you without
Agree.
a contract,
Agree.
without stopping. He doesn't have to ask you. She doesn't have to ask you.
Yeah.
If they find a good deal and it's y'all money, they can go ahead and say, babe, I'm gonna hit this. And it's boom, we married.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
married. We married. So building, if you know, we always talk about
I love
destruction.
that. Yeah. Come on
If
now.
you're building with the right person,
That's it.
your empire is great because they
Come
have all
on.
of these connections. So
Yeah.
yes, it's a negative in my situation. But when you when you find that right person,
Yeah.
your person, your puzzle piece, your
Yeah.
other half,
Mm-hmm.
you his rib, you
Mm-hmm.
holding him up, when you find that person
Mm.
and you do join the legality of it, nothing will be able to stop you
Come on,
because you
Golden.
will be the force that the Lord has created to move forward.
Mm.
But division is what kills everything.
Very true. Very true.
So let me interject on something that you were saying.
Wow.
I want to say this, not taking anything from what you said, but someone wise has been doing some soul searching, and we were having a conversation, and this wise person said to me, "Until you can be your own whole person, no one else should come through and have to make you whole."
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Lear, you can go ahead and take it. Go ahead.
Period. Because it's simple as that. Like you be whole within yourself. I don't want nothing from you. I want you to compliment the piece that I already give myself. But a lot of people they look for different pieces that they don't really want to dig in within themselves for in other people. And once that other person fucks up, then you don't know what to do because you're lost. You're giving that person that portion of your power.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you said, Golden. It's about doing not only the building in your relationship, but the building within yourself before you even go out there. Half of these people that's looking for marriages ain't even ready for quiet time with themselves.
Oh, say that one more time.
Wait, so hold on. You
Say
made me
that one
think of something earlier. Because
hmm
what do y'all think about these people?
more time.
Because what I see is a lot of relationships out here. Like, oh, as soon as you meet, you know, and within 3 days you be married. I feel about that like
You said
because
who?
that's a lot of that going on. So I've come across a lot of these gurus out there, or whatever relationship gurus, whatever.
Hmm
Most of them being men, interestingly enough, who say that within when meeting your partner within that a certain time frame, like maybe a day or a week, they know that you're the one, and then if they're really the one, you'll be married within that less than a year, or within a year's time frame.
I believe with love is time is linear. It's you just have once you in tune with yourself, you will know what is for you. But you
Mm.
can't use that. You can't use that if you're not in tune with yourself. That don't work.
But see, they don't explain that part.
Yeah, that don't work.
They
It's
don't
it,
explain it, but they just say you meet this person. Hey, y'all kick it off 3 months to 10 months. Y'all should be married by then.
but it's
So
just the
then,
point.
oh,
Because I
mm,
really feel like this is how I feel like it works for me. This is the vision that I've been given. Is
Hmm.
I always look at it as me focusing on myself, healing myself, building myself, And what's going to happen is I am going to bump right into the individual that I'm supposed to be with in the right time, in the right place, because I'm living my life the way I should live my life in my truth and my totality. So I'm going to be at the right place at the right time for the right person. And you'll know spiritually who that person is. But that goes with you being in tune with you. People are not in tune with themselves, and they're going out there looking for pieces that they got on the inside of them that they don't want to take the time and take accountability and heal within themselves.
So
So
then
they're
let
looking for that stuff from other people, and when that world fucks up, they don't know what to do. Now they're mad at this other person, they're blaming this other person. Well, baby, you don't even know your own definition of love, but you're looking for love.
mm.
What is love to you?
That part. What is your definition of love? What is love to you?
But
What does
then
love even mean to
with
you?
with that being said though, then how for the average person, or not just the average person, for everyone, the panelists, so how or when should you allow a person, or do you move in with a person? So let's just be real. I'm gonna be very transparent right now. We all have a persona that we put to a person, whether it's a portion of the real you, or is that persona that you present to the world. Until you get to know that person really gets to know you, and then that extra part of that filter that you normally don't have on comes off, and they really see all of you. So when is it okay that you say, okay, I'm really starting to feel this person, but I'm trying to be more in tune with this person, if figure out exactly if we can live together, if we can move to that next step. So how long should you attempt, or for me, I feel like after a year, yes, but between that, you should still have your place, I should still have mine, and we can spend nights over each other's houses, to date, is what I'm saying. But I'm quiet. Go
Hmm.
ahead.
You want to go ahead, Golden?
Well, I have a philosophy. I don't wait until I'm healed to go to the hospital. If I'm broken, I'm broken. I go today.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take me as I am type of girl.
That's
Look
it.
here, I'm very truthful. The problem is that people aren't real with themselves.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you I'm a ballerina when I'm built like a football player. You got to be real with you.
Go,
You got to bring what you got in the
Can
bag.
I
You
step
got to show
outside?
up and
golden,
deliver.
golden. And that's the thing. That's the reason why when people say I'm your representative, why the hell are you showing somebody that your representative? Be you in your totality. Whatever you are, be you in your totality.
My first date, I will tell you what I do. We go to the beach. Would you like to know why? He need to get wet. I need to get wet. You
Come
can
on,
see me what I look like without all
golden. Come
this.
on, come
All
on.
the stuff gonna go where it go, cause water gonna do. It's gonna bring it up. It's gonna bring it down.
Come on,
It's gonna
golden.
do. If you stuff,
Yes.
This
if
is
you
what you
stuff
get.
it, if you know, it's gonna shrink in the water. The water cold, so we
Right.
gonna bring it up.
How
If
does it
you got
look
that product,
when
we
it's
gonna
not
rinse it out.
full
Yes,
size?
Yes.
I need to
yes,
know.
yes.
It's
We
it's
need
What
like
to
am I
know
why.
dealing
all of
with?
that.
Come on, for
And
real.
But
and and
people
the
are
truth,
scared.
the truth come out.
That's it, golden. 100%.
The
And
truth
that's
gonna
My
come
why
out.
God,
why
today.
representative, why give your rep show that if you got a little psychosis, whatever the hell it is, show that
No,
motherfucker.
but
Let
lyric,
him let him see all you.
I'm glad you say that because yes, depending on what you're doing, like yes, we all have to be put forth our representative selves depending on what we're doing. But when I come home to you, honey, I'm gonna pull this wig off, the lashes gonna come off, the makeup gonna come off. Can you deal
Who
with it?
are you?
Can
That's
you
what
deal
I'm
with it?
saying. But how you gonna be able to find that out if you giving him a side, not the whole plate?
Yes, baby.
What if he's fine with the corn that you got on the plate, but he ain't fine with the main course? You gotta give yourself in your totality, and a lot of people aren't even comfortable with being themselves for themselves at all. People don't even know who they are.
I'm not gonna lie, because I
Absolutely.
done turned this camera like 15 times and it's all a good angle. I'm like, it's late. Y'all do things to me, y'all wrong, but that's all right. That's all right. We here. We here. Somebody
Come
gonna
on
like it.
now.
Somebody gonna
Exactly.
like
That
Because
part.
when you're true with yourself, you find
Somebody
your
loves
tribe
But
and your
child,
me,
soulmates. It
baby.
comes.
child Golden will
It
tell you
comes.
I have been my authentic self since the day
Hmm.
she met me.
Yep.
it. That's why
Same
I
here.
love you. I
Well,
had
we
to I
know
had to
it
make
because
her my
Jeff's a
friend though.
Sagittarius, honey. She'll tell you
Mhm.
like it is. Like, damn.
I done
Shit.
said that too. I had to make up
Lyric,
my friend. I was like, we gonna go out to eat, and you gonna like it.
Look, look.
You go
but lyric know the same way. When I came to
Seriously.
when I went to Tennessee both times with lyric,
Mhm.
lyric know how it was.
Yeah,
Like I'm just what you see on here is what you get in real life, but
and
it's
that's
probably most
beautiful.
unfiltered
But that's
because I'm
beautiful.
direct to the point. I don't have
Mhm.
time to be playing with nobody.
yes.
People don't know how beautiful that is to meet a person and they're exactly what they say that they are. That's powerful in itself.
But do you
That's
think we live in a
freaking
society now that does not appreciate honesty?
A lot of times, yes, because a lot of people want a skim version of what it is. They don't want
Mhm.
no sugar here. They don't want no salt here. They want something very plain and
Mhm.
mundane. They don't want someone
Mhm.
that's outside of the box. Like no tea, no shade. They prefer to have the lyrics, the lilies, because y'all are small. Y'all give off the frames.
Small.
Us plus size girls. We fight every day.
Wait, she said I'm
What?
small.
I ain't fighting. I can't be running. I got big
Come on,
arms.
Golden.
I got
Golden.
bad
See, this is
knees.
I'm
why I
And
just,
love.
but
I'm not
but
fighting nobody.
I take 5 steps, I get an asthma attack.
Come on now, I still ain't healthy.
You know, you
I'm just
get some
saying
primatized
in
Hold on,
beef.
just because
general.
somebody's small don't mean they healthy.
But I'm just saying in general, they want you to fit into what they feel like that
That
is
box.
a common, easy, good
Yeah,
going box. They don't
yeah.
want the dark chocolate. They don't want the brown mahogany. They don't want the super light bright. They want you to be very. Then they don't want the
Mhm,
Karens. They don't want the Kens. In all chaos,
mhm,
there's a yin and a yang to anything.
mhm,
So
Mm,
without having a Karen, you can't have a Keisha that's gonna check her. Without having
mm.
a Boisha, you ain't gonna have no Bo that's gonna check her. You see what I'm saying? Like there has to be a yin and yang to the situation. So you have to surround yourself,
mhm.
and as lyrics say, you have to have your camp around you.
For real.
You have to have people that's not just gonna sit there and do the yes ma'am, yes sir stuff. They're gonna have to bring it to you raw and uncensored. Sometimes you may not want to hear it, but it's gotta come.
But see, this is
Because
what
in
I'm
order
saying.
for you to be the checks and balance of it, it's got to happen.
If you're showing somebody a representative, you're gonna attract other people that shows a representative. What you're putting out is what you're going to receive.
You attract
My
what?
whole thing is
Okay.
I'm going to show you who I am, and if that right there, being yourself, being in tune with yourself, will weed out the weeds and the people that are not supposed to be in your life. It literally will weed them out, whether it be friends, relationship. It doesn't matter. You want being honest with yourself. You are gonna attract like-minded individuals, right? Like I tell you all the time, Jasmine, and even with Lily and now Golden, because I see her spirit. Like when you're around, you're honestly whole within yourself, just in your totality of who you are in this moment. You love who you are, you present who you are, you attract other people that are similar. When I attracted, we instantly, no matter what, like when I first saw you, it was no walls up, it was no extra fakeness, it was just automatically there, Jazz, because we can tell each other's like spirits. But whatever you're
Mhm.
putting out, you're going to get. So if you're putting out fake, you're gonna receive fake.
Right.
Don't the Bible say you reap what you sow?
Mhm.
True to thy own self.
You
Mhm.
have to be true to you. Just
But
like Golden got true with herself. She was like, this ain't the man for me. Let me move
Okay. Let me
around.
move
But
around.
move
to
around,
be real,
move
but
around.
to be real, to be real though, Golden to tell you, like it took us a minute to get to where we are
And that's
because
okay.
she kept trying to get me, and I was like, girl, I was pushing against the grain. But once it happened, it
Yeah.
was like that aha moment. It was like, bitch, I could have been doing this damn near a year ago, and my fat ass been sitting on it.
Look at-
Golden, like I've been telling your ass.
You know what?
Mhm.
Oh,
No, no. Oh Lord Jesus.
Golden, she to put you in the hot seat.
she
Don't,
felt some
don't,
type
You
of
know
way.
what?
don't do it
She
to me.
felt
Don't
some
do it
type
to
of
me.
way, honey.
I'm about to say I just got a friend. Come on now.
You've got a friend in me.
I am
Come on,
not.
Golden.
I am not.
Oh, Lord have mercy,
I
Jesus.
am not.
Y'all.
She said, I
So,
just got a friend.
Woo.
so we're finna get ready to wrap this up because I want to have everybody on here. I know it's Monday and we all still recuperating, and we're finna get ready to wrap it up. There will be a night of shade tomorrow, so Let's bring our shadiness with us.
I already got my shade ready, honey.
So we're gonna do a night of shade tomorrow. I do have a new show that's gonna be coming out. I got to finish up the terminology on how I'm gonna take and do that, but I hope y'all have y'all cocktails ready because it's gonna be a very interesting after dark show.
Okay.
Um,
Ooh.
and Golden that's sitting beside me, she will be a part of our our conference
We're
this
doing good.
month. The conference this month will be um I got to get my date together. So the conference will be in a week. It'll be on the 28th. Um but we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's the title of the conference this time is Comfortable in Your Own Skin.
Mm.
So Golden's going to be on there. Um Lyric is going to be on there and Lily's going to be on there. So this panel right here will be on there and we comfortable in your own skin. And
I love it.
um I'm just gonna let the show roll the way the show's gonna flow. Because
Mhm.
I love it. And Golden's gonna be coming on because she is a business entrepreneur for,
Yeah.
a black female. So she will be on and she's gonna come back with us and we're gonna do a little bit more in-depth chat, just me and her, and she's gonna be talking to y'all about some of the different things. Like she's even went and met the president and stuff. So she has a lot of knowledge and to be as
Yes.
aspiring as she is, like she has blown my mind away because I am appreciative that, you know, the universe, the spirits, and God allow her to be a part of my life because she's given me something that I didn't know I needed. So
Mhm.
I'm appreciative of it. So she's gonna be coming back and she's got a lot of knowledge and I don't want it to end on, I don't want it to end because I love talking to her and I love talking to y'all, but I do know that it's Monday and everybody's still got a whole week ahead of us. So we got different things that we're gonna go on. So with that being said, I'm gonna start off with you first, Lily. Don't forget to take and plug your show because this one is gonna be going on the podcast tonight too. So go ahead, Lily.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining. Listen, I learned a lot tonight, and I got to go think about some things, journal some things. But while I'm doing that, y'all can catch me on every Friday. Lily Speaks Live, honey, because what? I got something to say. So, baby, tonight we going to be there.
I love you, Lily.
Tonight, I mean, not tonight, this Friday on YouTube, Pass the Sugar TV. That's PASSDA TV. You on YouTube. This Friday, our new time is at 8 o'clock p.m., honey. Come through for the topic, honey. In fact,
Yes.
I'm just gonna drop the topic tomorrow. I'm gonna drop it on my Instagram on the Instagram. You can find Pastor Sugar on Instagram and Twitter, PDS underscore style. On Facebook is House PDS, HUS PDS. You can also go to www.passsugar.com, PASSDASUGA.com to find out more because this Friday, not only are we doing my regular show, but I'm going to be releasing some new projects that's for you to look forward to. So, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, and share, honey, to Miss Jazz with the Vibe because, honey, I know y'all learned something tonight.
Period.
Hello.
Amen. Well, hold on just 1 second, sugar. The one and only Miss Golden. I'm gonna give you the opportunity. I give the floor to each and every one of my guests. If you haven't seen it, you can tell them if you like to put out your Instagram or any kind of social media outlooks that you like to. And because it's gonna be a part of my podcast, if you don't mind spelling out the way that they would take and find you, if you want to put that out there. If not, it's just your final say so, final words.
Like I said before, it's a double-edged sword. Love is a two-way street. Just make sure that you are on the correct road and everything will work out. I love being here. I didn't know my hair was doing this, but that's fine. I'm here in the did it. So y'all have a beautiful night and stay safe.
Okay, love. Give this 1 second.
I love
And the
her.
one and only lyric.
Yes, yes,
Me,
yes, yes,
baby,
yes.
because I'm gonna have to take a slap on one good time. But I know he been working. I
I
can't be really
have.
mad at him, but I know he been working. So you have the floor.
Most definitely. Listen, y'all, the Kicking It with Lyric official show will be back. I promise you. I've said that multiple times, but I will not bring it back. Y'all love it. I'm gonna definitely bring it back. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. That's under Lyric Music, Lyrick Music, Musiq. And you can also catch me on Instagram, Lyric Official. Again, Lyric Official. And listen to all my evolutionary manifestors. Make sure you continue working. Continue evolving, continue transforming into the person that you were designed to be, knowing that you have everything you need on the inside of you to be the best version of you possible. I love you all. Ashe.
Yes, I shays. Good goobin' goom. Hold 1 second for you. I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for coming and being a part of the show tonight. I know it was one of those informative nights, so I hope you got something out of it. If you didn't, do a replay. You'll get something out of it. I'm quite sure you will. Special shouts going out to my one and only, plus size diva, Miss Golden, the one and only Lily from Lily Speaks, and the one and only Lyric Official. Special shouts going out to Look Back at It, Leslie. Thank you for the love offering. I greatly appreciate it. It does work towards going towards the channel. I have some exciting things coming up for y'all until we meet again. Don't forget to keep shining. Know that I love you in a perfect kind of love, and God only made one you. If you are not you, then who the hell else can you be? Until 8 o'clock on the PM tomorrow, keep shining while I go, and I love you. Good night.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that